So I just gave this guy 13.56 million, and he gave me 250 tokens. And we have 500. So let's see what we can get for this, guys. We're going to attempt to buy a very cheap infinity. Okay. This server might be bums though. Ain't gonna lie.
If you do 100 heel elevated deadlifts every day, your lower glute line will lift. If you do 100 toe elevated deadlifts every the word of the day, if you can do 100 seated leg raises every day, your lower abs will weight loss.
Okay, guys, let's do that. Okay, so we have 548 tokens to look for a good infinity. Hey, so super super so good. As there's nothing just in Dana. Super super so. As there's nothing just in Guys, we just bought this radioactive kind of boo-boo.
Watch this. This happened in Italy. It's the homeless Romanian man grabbing a woman. This would be better.
সিল্ক ম্যাটেরিয়ালসের মধ্যে পাচ্ছি এন্ড নেক পোর্শনটা দেখুন খুব নাইসলি কিন্তু ডিটেইলি একটা লেস করা সুন্দর একটা স্লিভের মধ্যে কিন্তু আমরা লেস পাচ্ছি মানে ইনার কিন্তু আমরা স্লিভের মধ্যে দেওয়া আছে সাইডে স্লিটেও কিন্তু আমরা একটু জড়িত দেখতে পাচ্ছি। এটা থাকছে হচ্ছে দামানের ফ্রন্টের অংশ। তো এই ধরনের আউটফিট দিয়ে পরলেও অনেক বেশি স্মার্ট লাগে, অনেক বেশি ইন্টারেস্টিং।
Guys, did we just get scammed? Come on, I need tokens. Emerald Infinity. Trade chat, right? Tokens only. Tokens only. Tokens.
এটাই সেই জায়গা নিউ মার্কেট এখানে গতকাল রাতে একটি ছেলে নকল করতে এসে বোর্ড জুতা চাইছিল না দেওয়াতে ছেলে নিজের গলা কেটে ফেলছিল চলে গেছে। এখন আমি রাত্রেবেলা ভিডিও করছি দোকান অলরেডি খুলে দিচ্ছে। গতকাল রাতে ঘটনা ঘটেছে একটা কমার্শিয়াল ভাবে
Looking for
मेरे पास 90 की दहाई की एक छोटी सी लाइब्रेरी है जिसमें किताबें नहीं मेरा खोया हुआ बचपन का वीसीआर की ये कैसेटें जिन्हें रिवाइंड करते हुए जिंदगी भी रिवाइंड हो जाती थी। ये मेरी लाइब्रेरी नहीं दोस्तों, ये मेरी यादों का कब्रिस्तान है। इसी रेडियो पर आपको टीवी से लंदन सुनते थे, खबरें कम, फिक्र ज्यादा हुआ करती थी। सिर्फ की आवाज फजा में तैरती थी पर हम बच्चे समझ नहीं पाते थे ये आवाज क्यों इतनी दूर से क्यों इतनी करीब और सुबह सवेरे प्रोग्राम का ये लगता है इतनी ऊंची आवाज में चलते हैं।
I'm going to show you my hat buying brand new designer items without available brand. I've got these brand new Nike trainers for £20. I've got these brand new Nike trainers for £40. Both of these and this brand new fake little bag for £15. If you haven't heard of the Summer app already, then have a look.
আমরা প্রিন্সিপাল প্রোডাক্ট অফারস মেয়েদের চাহিদা বেশি কারণ মেয়েদের ভিকটিম যারা প্লে
So this is basically আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আপনাদের জন্য নিয়ে এসেছি খুবই সুন্দর কিছু চাঁদার এবং হাতের কাজের শাড়ি। এগুলো সবসময় আমাদের কাছে আপনারা চান তবে আমরা आज बनाएंगे इंस्टेंट कुछ
Sorry, বন্ধুদের একটু রিউনিয়ন ছিল। It's okay. So, would you like to share some? Like to ভয় কেন লাগে? ছোটবেলায় একবার দূরে কাকু শোনো শোনো sorry hey good to So, finally নিজের বাড়ি নিজের টাকায় ভালো লাগে but why was it so important বিয়ের পর নিজের বাড়িতে থেকে নিজের বাড়িতে পুলিশ দিয়ে আসে কিছুই না আমি জাস্ট মার মতো হতে চাই না এই যে কিছু মানুষ আছে যে তোমার এটা যে বাঙালিগুলো বেশি এই বাঙালিগুলো কখনো চলে গেলে কখন ভেতর থেকে পড়া যায় চলে গেলে একটা বন্ধু আবার এই যে কিছু মানুষ আছে তুমি বল এই রিলেটিভ তো কি সিঙ্গেল
I need to. No, no. Princess? Oh, wait. Tsunami. Yo, this might be crazy. No. The 26. What? Oh my god.
You need to get tagged. You have to get tagged from the.
Next Sunday for you then to go for my current last we can use the last thing.
you to create a campaign to get a new profit.
I'm not sure. What do you mean?
No, yeah.
Is she not ready? I'm sure that I can check that. But I don't know.
Good morning. Could you ask the candidates to meet me out there in the garden, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
No chicken dancing. No chicken dancing. Not there. Why did we do that with me? I'm not even my pajamas.
You brush your teeth?
No.
That's okay, guys.
Good morning. I guess you're surprised to see me, but in the world of business, you have to be ready at a moment's notice. Now, your next task sounds simple. I want you to make a bunch of money out of flowers. Now, the UK spends over £2 billion a year on flowers. So this is a market in full bloom, as it were. You're going to create bouquets to sell to the public, and I've arranged for each team to meet a corporate client who are looking to place a bespoke order. The team that makes the most profit will win, and on the losing team, at least one of you will be fined. Now, I'm going to mix up the teams a bit. Karishma, Lawrence, and Priya swap with Rajan, Levi, and Rothman. So, everything clear? Good. Well, I'll see you in the boardroom in a couple of days' time.
Teams have 2 days to turn petals into profit.
Okay, welcome to the team, Rothman, Rajan, and Levi.
Thank you. That's it. Nice. First job,
Is anyone interested in putting that forward at the end?
choose a cheap florist.
Well, I just did it, and I need a minute to get together myself.
I left my hand is blooming in the sky like a flower, and it's been enough time.
I didn't mind doing it, but you're up for it.
I'm up for it only because I haven't had a chance. I like flowers, I like to sing, but I also want to just do something I haven't done before. So this is an amazing challenge. I'm going to push myself to meet in a new place and thrive there. But I might be able to.
That's my PM.
I'm excited to be the project manager for this task. This is not my remit. I've never done flowers before, but I want to show Sugar that I can actually excel at anything I put my head to.
What is your strategy?
All right, kids.
Across the hall,
I've arranged flowers before, so I feel pretty confident in this team.
already running the rest.
Does anybody have a preference on what flowers they want to do?
Rosner.
From my experience, if we do go for country garden, that is usually a lot cheaper to buy than higher-end things like roses.
I think the garden ones, personally, I wouldn't ever purchase because I just think I could grow them in my own garden.
In my personal opinion, I feel like they're a bit old style.
I totally get it, but the good thing I would say about country garden is I know that in flower market it's a bit cheaper to buy. Not to sound cheap, but it's a profit task, right? So at the end of the day, that's my priority. But I just need you all to believe in it.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Amazing. Okay, brilliant.
Martha was really keen on the country garden thing. But if you don't arrange them right, they can look like a bunch of weeds picked up from the garden. If they look cheap, they sell cheap, and this is the profit task. Do you know what type of colour it is?
Country garden is pastel colours, like liner, it's baby pink. Pretty like a relaxed one.
Green outdoors inside.
Yeah, no.
I was leaning towards tropical flowers. I like the vibrancy of it.
Debating a direction for their bouquet,
We are talking bold, bright, just like all of us.
Vanessa's team.
I do love the tropical idea. However, I feel like in the market it may be a little bit isolating. Whereas classic flower, you could really sell that to anyone, be like you want to give a gift or you want to show your love when you love them. It appeals to everyone for a reason.
Also, if they're being imported, the cost price might be a little bit higher.
I 100% get you. I still am leaning towards the tropical flowers. I think we can kind of evoke the feeling of, if you don't get to travel this year, you can travel with your flowers. It's kind time to like get the vibrancy out, and I probably will go for tropical flowers. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah. We have to be very cautious because gold can be brilliant, but gold can be extremely risky. Next,
So if we could now decide on a team split,
choose who will focus on flowers
I'll be on the bouquet team with Andrea, Harry, and Megan,
and who will woo the client.
and then the corporate team. Can I get somebody that's happy to be a sub team leader on that side?
I don't mind putting myself up for sub team. Looking at the previous market task,
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I've done a very good job there. So we're my sub team leader 2 tasks ago for the corporate. I'm happy to do it again.
Did you get a really good negotiation on the one?
I did, yeah.
You did.
That's, yeah, I think that.
You absolutely smashed that.
Yeah.
So I think it's best for Roger to
Yeah.
be sub team leader.
I'm more than happy.
Brilliant.
She's definitely made a mistake there. I think I'm one of the strongest sellers in the group. However, I think me and Raj will lead this one and get the deal done.
Obviously, pricing is really important. I obviously want to make sure that you negotiate a really good price. Okay, but I'm trying to go as high as you can. Happy?
Perfect.
I mean,
Corporate side, I'm going to put Lawrence, Dan, and Priyesh,
Arranging her bunch,
with Lawrence as the sub team lead.
project manager Vanessa.
I put a lot of trust into you. You're going to please the corporate client, make sure you understand everything they want. Just understand your vibe.
We're going to go in there, we're going to listen about the business, we're going to establish what they want, we're going to discuss the type of flowers that we can have with that installation. We're then going to see how we can match the two together once we've listened to them. We're then going to decide on the price. We're going to push for as much as we can without over-promising,
Yeah.
and then we're going to get a clear idea of exactly what they're expecting.
Also, please, 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 do not go there and oversell, overdo,
That's
overpromise.
exactly.
That's one thing I just don't like.
Yes, but we're not going to do at any point is offer perfection. Because if there is one leaf out of place and we offer perfection, someone's going home.
11 a.m. Teams divide.
Well, we've been sub team leader this week. I mean, hopefully I can bring some fresh ideas. We hope so too. Well, what I do know is I've got the right suit. Along it.
Central London.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
At a floral studio,
So I hold my foliage. Okay. Pillar, flower, flower.
Okay.
Yeah.
after a crash course in bouquet building,
As you can see, you've got none of the same flowers touching each other.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
looking for ways to keep down costs.
Obviously, we're going for pastels. As you can see, certain flowers are a little bit more, but filler flowers, luckily, aren't too expensive.
Project manager Rosner.
Guys, like that. Hydration. Hydration. So
That is very nice. We have to see how much they are, though. That's £1.75. That would be our most expensive
Yeah.
item here.
But then it'll bulk out.
Yeah, okay. And then I would like to add a bit of foliage just to bulk it up a bit with the leaves. Eucalyptus is 30p per stem. I definitely want quite a lot of them. Adding extra foliage usually is cheaper and it's a profit task. I ideally don't want each bouquet to be any more than about £8.
I'm just slightly worried we have too many colours and not enough like actual flower.
Can we take maybe one of them or one of them out and another flower? I actually agree with you.
But I just would rather have a bit more greenery.
I think at the moment we're being a bit too price focused. As much as we want to use things that are a bit cheaper to make a profit, we've also got to use things that are pretty and people are going to want to buy. I'm just a bit concerned at the moment it just looks a bit flat.
Okay, so what are we thinking?
It still looks quite thin on the ground.
I just think this looks really nice.
Across town,
Right, guys, what I want us to do is look for the bright tropical colours, just make it really fun.
selecting stems for their bold bouquets,
I was thinking if we have one or two premium flowers.
Team Tropical.
This is a premium one to be fair, but the colour is gorgeous.
That is quite expensive. Anthurium is £2.
I'm happy with that.
Chico leaves, they give me tropical vibes.
Okay, cool. We have the Veronicas. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Veronicas.
Mistake? That's quite cute.
It looks very tropical, but it's not fruity.
There seems to be not enough big flowers.
Can I get one more, please?
I think there's yellow, which is not
Okay,
that
right.
yellow. Yeah, if we say, for example, this yellow.
That is £1.75 a flower. I think for 175 is quite expensive.
I like the colour.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 more of them?
The other ones? Yeah.
It was a little bit like when kids go shopping, just telling them, showing whatever flowers they like. I think our cost price is extremely high, so I'm extremely worried about our margins.
Girls, look at this picture. Do you see the vision? Can it work? Can we sell it as tropical?
Yeah.
So that's roughly £16.
Okay, is this what you envision?
Yeah.
West London.
Can you unlock my phone?
Good.
Pitching Flowers for an event hosted by fragrance brand Connor.
This is our English countryside.
Can you unlock my
The
phone?
main thing to understand about it is that it's elegant and it says British luxury.
Absolutely.
Salesman Roger.
I think we've got a fantastic idea of how we can make this really special. My vision for you, if it's capturing your guests on the way in, and potentially an art, it's the wow shot as they're coming in with a lovely kind of like an archway with fantastic kind of backdrop. You can really capture the essence of your brand. You know, people can hold your fragrance, onto the art, the colours we can entwine with your, you know, your branding already.
I love that.
Yeah. Now, in terms of costs, for the full arch, it would be 3,000.
It's a little bit above our budget. Is there anything you can do?
What we could do, we could have foliage around the bottom, and then the flowers coming over. That could then bring the price down. With that being said, I think the best price I could really go to would be 2,200.
We still might need to come down a bit. Just a little bit. If we could shake on 2,000.
Okay, we could shake to 2,000.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm ready for it.
I'm happy with how the meeting went. You know, Kira was a little bit disruptive. Felt like I had it under wraps. So yeah, a little bit disappointed there, but overall, I think, you know, we secured a good price.
In terms of the price, I think we've done really well. I think not skimp on the really expensive flowers. Yeah. It's not so important. I mean, they're an English countryside brand. It's less rather than more.
Yeah.
Across town.
What we want to do is create a floral installation, something high fashion, opulent, a show-stopping piece.
Hoping to stage a sale with a West End show.
Something that we were thinking about was a flower wall. It could be like 2 devil horns.
I would just bring it back to as long as it feels high fashion and
PR man, Lawrence.
We know that what we're going to offer is that glamour and that sort of high class element. We were looking for this about 3,500.
We've done this before, and we would expect to pay about £750 for a flower installation.
Right. I don't think 750 is kind of where we were looking at. I don't want to promise perfection. If we want to stick with the premium flower, we are looking at about the £2,000 mark, or we can slightly dampen down the quality of the flowers. We can get that to about 1,500.
I don't think we can sacrifice on quality. As long as it's quality, as long as it's show-stopping, the final price would be 1,500.
Brilliant. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. The client was really keen with their brief. They wanted something that was show-stopping, glamorous. And Lawrence, interestingly, thought we'd go in and offer the client something that wasn't perfection. That didn't really feel like a proper negotiation, and almost risked the deal.
And this show stopping. I don't know about you fellas, but I'm not a florist. I'm not going to be delivering the best of the best.
4 p.m. Next for Vanessa.
How many do you think we should be making tomorrow? I want to go around the 14 to 50.
Decide how many poses to push to the public.
I would want to be a little bit more adventurous and like just be brave enough to go for 60, maybe 10 more. Sell them for £50 each, that could be £500 more.
There's a huge risk to get 10 more. We don't know what the market's going to be like tomorrow. There's a lot of what ifs.
I would push for 60. I don't know if it's, I do agree. You know, it's a PM decision, but if we've got more, we sell more.
It's a risk, though, isn't it? None of us are floral experts. We don't know how long it's going to take. It's a lot of ways to get it wrong.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a massive risk. Let's go for 60 bouquets.
So I think the safest option, we're not super experienced, so I would say that we should aim to make 45.
For Rosner, flower order firmed up.
Hi Roger, how are you? How's things?
A chance to check in.
We managed to secure a price of £2,000.
Okay, that's great.
We pitched to them a flower arch.
They want to go with like a lovely English garden meadow.
Yeah.
And like foliage and like wild kind of like
Cheap. Yeah, cheap.
Lots of greenery, you said, yeah?
yeah, lots of greenery. And
I'm quite happy that they've decided on a lot of green foliage because I think we know that's the cheapest. I think I understand what they're going for. They basically want something like this on an arch.
Yeah.
So we've ended up with a flower wall. They were tough negotiators.
Touching base with her team.
It started with 750. We've walked away with 1,500.
Project manager, Vanessa.
What type of vibe are we looking at?
They wanted show-stopping, opulent, but something to do with the devil wears Prada.
Something to do with fashion, so you know it has to look nice.
One thing to mention as well, Dan suggested like the devil horns and then people could take a picture in between it, but
We're happy to leave the sort of creative aspect to you.
Okay, cool.
to be very clear again, the most important thing is that they wanted quality. That's the clear brief we've got.
They don't want us skimping on anything.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I did say we should be definitely transparent and not overpromise. But show-stopping, opulent.
They obviously have a they've got a brief that needs to be hit, basically. I think because Dan obviously spoke about the devil horns, and it sounded like an idea that they were into, it's a safe bet to go with that.
These two greenery we're going to need quite a bit of. So, something 100 of these, 100 of these.
Yeah, I think so. I just think we're going a bit too thin on the flower.
Oh, wait, okay.
We have sold this for £2,000.
Then let's just add the entire total up.
Yeah.
The total is
£219.70.
If you sold a flower installation for £2,000, the average florist will spend about 500 of flowers. Well, this team have only spent 220. I'm worried they haven't reached enough.
We've got so much for the end.
Okay, hopefully it will look good.
6 p.m.
I think that they'll love that. And it's a showstopper.
Design's done.
I'm hoping that we can actually smash this out of the park. So we're not hoping, we are going to smash it out.
Let's go.
Let's go, everyone.
Tomorrow, pedals to pull in a profit. 6 a.m. West London.
Wow.
Today, teams must transform flowers
Right, this later, let's get what?
into bunches of cash,
My whole age goes into this, a big hostel.
filling in her followers. Project manager, Rosner.
I hope the flowers meet your expectations. We've got 45 bouquets to make. Costing wise, per bouquet,
So the actual flowers was £8.95 per bouquet, and then the arch was £219.70.
That's really good.
So obviously we spent £290 on the art. Really cheap. How many flowers did you order?
410.
A little bit concerned about the amount of flowers they actually ordered. We negotiated a £2,000 price for this archway. The customers are expecting big things. We'll have to just try and improvise the best that we can.
Because it's mainly foliage, I think try and get as much of the foliage done as possible because you're going for that whimsical, enchanted kind of vibe.
Downstairs.
So this was our final bouquet. We ordered for 60 bouquets.